Good morning, Gary Robinson for horseracingaustralia.info. Here we go. Hopefully you can find it. Yes, here it is. Ta-da! I'm looking back at the Caulfield races from last Saturday, which would have been the 20th or 21st. Anyway, I've been in hospital, a little colonoscopy, but I've had plenty of time to look at the videos and so on from last Saturday, so we're going to have a bit of a browse. And looking at Caulfield Race 5, that's our first one. You can see the winner was our fourth rated horse. Space Rider unfortunately did nothing, but what I was more interested in was to have a look at what time they ran. And they ran 1:24.52. So 1:24.52 for 1400 is a very, very slow time for a Group 3 set of horses here. So 1:24.52, and this is a Caulfield Guineas preview. I'm not excited about any of those going so well. So I look right next at race 6. That's a listed race, just to give you an idea. And in this particular race, Yum, which obviously I didn't have, it was a bit of a surprise. Hadn't had a run for some time, and the runners we had didn't do very well either. But we didn't bet in that race because we felt it was not a good race to bet in. However, in that stakes over 1400, the same time, the same distance as the previous one, they ran 1:22.51, which is basically 10 lengths faster. So the performances in this race, whatever they were far better than what they were in the Guineas Prelude. So this particular one was our top-rated horse. It was a previous winner, and it did run second in this race. Some of these have got a 20-point penalty because they were listed as not fit, but that's what happens this time of the year. So our next race, we're going to look at the Underwood, and that's in race 7. And in this particular one, well, look at this. We got the trifecta here. I actually gave our Golden Path. It was a Flemington last start winner, and our little system we have that suggested it was a good bet, and it was. It was paying $27 in the end on the tape. I had backed it to win something like $15,000. Didn't happen, unfortunately. It only got beaten just over half a length. But the time they ran was interesting. It was 1:49.12, and a really good time for this track over the 1800 metres would be about 1:48. So it is a good time going forward. Certainly you could see Sir Delius improving going forward. You could see Buckaroo is just getting there because it was a second run after a spell this time, so will improve. And bad preparation last time was not as impressive as you would like it to be, even though it ran very close behind Via Sistina, only beaten 5 lengths, however. 3 lengths beaten first up, and of course running second at last start can improve. That's the main thing, so you can follow that one. And Golden Path has had only 3 runs from the spell now, backed up after 7 days. You would probably want to see it have a little bit of a breather before it goes into something else. I do feel it's a possibility with 6 wins from 19 starts and now getting into the right class. It has done a performance of 71.9 at Randwick. That was in a Group 1. That was also behind Via Sistina, so moving up to about 2,000 would probably help it a lot. So it's something you could look at going forward. In the Rupert Clark Stakes, looking forward again, that was race 8. And I was out here. The winner was way down here. It was Seeples. I didn't like it based on what it had done, the fact that it was second up as well. It had won 4 from 6, but the most competitive time it run was a 61 for us. That was in the 95.46. And the Flemington 600, which is not overly impressive, but obviously has improved somewhat. And then we do have a look at the time that was running that particular race. And it was I'm looking at the the wrong spot. They ran 1:21.39, which is outstanding for a 1400 metre race. So absolutely outstanding, and will go forward. And I thought Miss Reuben and Feroci might go forward also in a different class of race, perhaps. Moving on in race 9, that's the Tobin Naturalism over 2,000 metres. And once again, we had a very nice finish in a very good time. They ran 2:1.12. That was half yours, and did it with ease. That's the main thing. So once again, this is a horse that you have to follow going forward, half yours. It is absolutely a good time, absolutely a good class, obviously. Probably raced better than a Group 3 time. And half yours, so far, the only appearance in a black type race was in a listed race way back. Ran 5th first up, and really lived up to any potential it might have had. So it's now 6 wins from 12, and yes, you've got to back that going forward. And going on to race 10, having a look there, and it was a good track too. It was amazing. So in this one, it would have been a C-plan race for us. It was only a benchmark 84. Gilded Water won this, $2.40. It would have been a C-plan race and another good win for us. It was over 2,000, and you'll see the difference in class here. So it ran 2:1.83 compared to half yours, 2:1.12. So ran a few lengths slower, and Mr. Verse could only run 6, so, and well back. So therefore, that's the one to follow. A little bit for Unlimited. It did go all right in the race, but the one to follow going forward is Gilded Water. And that completes the video, and I do hope that has been informative for you. And anybody who says that you can't follow times has got rocks in their bloody head, especially when you look at that Golden Path, where was that back there? Golden Path, which ran 3rd and actually paid $5.10 just for the place. I probably should have had 500 each way instead of 500 straight out, shouldn't I? Teach me a lesson. I told all my customers to back it each way. Good luck. Thanks for watching, and well, Saturday coming up, there'll be nothing at Flemington because they run that big meeting on the Sunday because of the AFL Grand Final being on. I'll be watching that too. But we do have Moonee Valley Manikato Stakes, I believe, on Friday night. And also we'll have some good racing in Sydney too before the long weekend. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.